for this title again. There's also some romantic interest, and we'll talk about that in a little while. But it's going to be a real fascinating matchup. They know each other so well, and I know that wherever you are in the world, you're going to enjoy this one. It is wonderful, wonderful play in prospect here. The match that Chen played for the bronze medal at the Olympics last year was unbelievable. 79 minutes he was on court to beat the Korean Lee Hyun-il. Let's hope we get that kind of intensity here today. It doesn't matter, it's China versus China, if they deliver some unbelievable badminton. Let's hope that that is the case. I've made reference to her before, and I know that we're all delighted that we have once again Ian Clark to be our expert commentator on these World Championships. Welcome, Jill.
Thanks, John, and what a pleasure it is to be here. This World Championship finals, as you say, Lin Dan, certainly in the experts' eyes, will be the overwhelming favourite for this because, of course, he is the defending world champion, as you mentioned, two-time world champion, but this is actually his fourth consecutive World Championship final. He lost in the final in Anaheim in 2005, lost out to Taufik Hidayat, and then won in 2006, retained the title in 2007 in Kuala Lumpur, beating Sonny Dwi Conchoro in the final. And of course, last year, because it was Olympic year, we don't have World Championships in badminton, and therefore he's defending the title that he won 2 years ago. Never has a player been in 4 consecutive World Championship finals. Never before has a player won 3 consecutive three world titles in the same discipline. A player has won 3 world titles before, but that was in doubles and mixed doubles. So for Lin Dan, it is his chance to make history. 3 consecutive world titles is possible today, and the first player ever to win 3 world titles in the same discipline.
It is extraordinary records there, and there is the record, the 25-year-old from Longyan, Fujian in China, is absolutely special. Do not believe that ranking of 5. It is, it's well below his potential. It's quite obvious that he is significantly better than that. Let's have a look at his progress to this particular stage. And he had no problems in the first round, 9-11 against the Israeli, and also against the very, very young, promising Thai Tanongsak Semsumbunso, 16-12. That was a great victory. Dicky Palyama upset his compatriot Bao Chunlai in the first, and then he absolutely hammered him, 11-11. The only problem he's had is with Conchoro, to be quite honest, and that was in the semi-final, and he took him 3 games to subdue Conchoro, and of course Conchoro was his opponent in the final in 2007 in Kuala Lumpur. 15 in the final there. Okay, well, Chen, what can you say about him? He's the quiet assassin as far as I'm concerned. I think he is a fabulous player. He really hangs in there. He's taller than he looks from the side. He's ranked 2 at the moment. Look at his age, 23. The future is certainly very, very well in his hands, and in the Chinese badminton circles, they think the world of this man, I tell you. Chen has an extraordinary ability to rise to the occasion, and of course that is the secret when you want to really be noticed in this world of badminton. Kashyap took him to 10-21 in the second round, and the Indian boy did a really good job in testing him, but other than that he has not really been stretched. And I must say that semi-final against Taufik Hidayat, we've talked about it since, it was just an annihilation. It was so sad to witness Taufik's demise. 21-16 and then 21-6. He was not interested. What do you think about this one, Jill? Does Chen chance?
Yes, he certainly does, because the last time that they met each other was actually in the quarterfinal of the Indonesian Super Series event, and Chen won on that occasion. 3 games, and I have to say I watched that match in Jakarta, and Lin Dan in the 3rd game didn't look interested. Chen Jin won 21-4 in the deciding game. I hope and I believe that Lin Dan will be a lot more interested today in the fact that he could make history. There's one thing that concerns me though, John. This is a super opening rally, incidentally. I mean, just extraordinary. Absolutely brilliant from the start. The one thing that concerns me is that Lin Dan has come out on court with his left knee heavily strapped. Now, he wasn't wearing that strapping yesterday. I haven't seen it throughout the competition. And my mind is taken back to the All England final when these two met each other in the All England last year, 2008, when Chen Jin was the winner. And there was a lot of controversy and a lot of speculation about that final, because of course Chen Jin's victory certainly helped him qualify for the Olympic Games in Beijing.
There is always murmurs, political murmurs about this, that and the other. Obviously, when you have such a supreme group of athletes like the Chinese badminton team, you're always going to get accusations of favoritism here and there, or instructions from the central organizing coaching team about what to do, where to do, how to do it. We've had lots and lots of things written about those things, but I believe this is a free and open competition right here, the World Championships. How can you say, you know, take it easy, we want this, that and that guy? I think All England different perspective because of the reason you said, getting into the Olympics. But Chen Jin, I tell you, I was so impressed with him. He just wore Taufik down in that semi-final, and there was nothing that the Indonesian could do. And this guy really has such resilience. I believe he has the ability to beat Lin Dan.
Without question, and I'm moved by the fact that he beat Lin Dan Indonesian Open. But the fact that Lin Dan has got his knee strapped, the fact that he went the full distance in that colossal match against Sonny Dwi Kunchoro in the semi-final yesterday, an hour and 3 minutes. I just wonder whether that's taken its physical toll. We see strapping, we see the fact that he has obviously physically pushed himself to the limit yesterday, whereas in contrast, as you pointed out already, Chen Jin had a very, very convincing and physically easy match against Taufik.
He's fresh, that's the important thing. Just going on from that point about the knee, the first rally finished with Lin Dan going down on that left knee, and he was really concerned for just a moment. Of course, these athletes, and you know better than most, you know, when you're in the World Championship final, you do not feel as much pain. There's no doubt that you've got one crack at it, okay? But there's no doubt if it really does inhibit movement, then you've got a problem.
Well, I have to say, I know it's very early stages, but watching Lin Dan move so far in this match, there is no sign that he's got a real injury problem. Let's hope that the strapping on the knee is more of a preventative measure.
He's got the lead at 4-2 in the first. This is excellent. This is absolutely superb. And again, he pushed him wide and then dragged him in onto that left knee, and that was not a comfortable fall. Ooh, and he tried to, did you see the way he tried to save it? Normally he would go flat. That time he tried to prevent going down onto the patella of the knee. Oh dear, now that was disappointing. Lin Dan happy to accept that gift. Yeah, he's just pushing him around a little bit, And I just wonder whether Lin Dan has the odd little moment of doubt.
Yeah, it's very much Chen Jin's style, though. He always pushes opponents to all four corners of the court. He doesn't have the same sort of flair and ability to suddenly inject pace of movement and pace of shot and the athletic dynamic style of Lin Dan. But he relies on his physical fitness, his stamina, and his ability to really make opponents work.
Well, 2 errors from Lin Dan at the net. They weren't even close to the tape. 5-all. Of course, we're all reading in the Times of India today about the ambition of Xi Jinping and Lin Dan. Want to settle down. In fact, Xi Jinping is saying that it's her last tournament, and she wants to win this one, and then just settle down and have lovely little badminton babies. Extraordinary. Would you like to be on that team? Goodness me. You'd have a little bit of pressure on you to have a badminton racket at a very young age, I think.
Yeah, probably like Andre Agassi and Steffi Graf's children will be under severe pressure to do well in some sport or other.
Yeah, or Beckham's son has to sing his way to the soccer game. It's, yeah, well, but these would be really, really famous young children, I can tell you that. Because Lin Dan is worshipped in China.
Oh,
good boy.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Suddenly, in that rally, a little more urgency in the defending champion. Willing to attack, wanting to dictate the pace. Yeah, I'm just looking at that movement again. I mean, the way he moves around the court is just lovely to watch. And in all honesty, there didn't seem to be a problem, but of course he wasn't landing on his left leg. When he jumps backwards, he's landing on his right leg.
Just gone. Good, yeah, and again he just pumps that fist. Little celebration there of a good read. Ooh, it was tight. Golly. 8-6. Good stuff.
Super. And this is one of the things about Lin Dan. He never seems to panic. A lot of players, having seen their opponent come forward to the net and go for the kill, would have virtually given up on the rally, but not Lin Dan. Stays calm. Going wide.
He's putting pressure on now. It took a little while to settle, but at 10-6, Lin Dan beginning to have it his way. He's working out what it will take to put pressure on. It doesn't matter. I mean, Chen Jin is one of the great retrievers, one of the great chasers of the court. He can't actually pick it at the moment.
Oh, fantastic. What a smash.
They go to the break. It's 11-6 in the first, and as expected, I mean, we were obviously hoping for a really, really tight battle. It's turned out that Lin Dan has suddenly decided, after he went to 5-all, that he ought to do something about this, and his dominance both, well, in every department, not just the smashing or the net touches, but leaving the shuttle appropriately. He is in the zone. little bit of music just to keep the tempo